Today we'll be taking a look at a potential Alexa Bliss teaser, a look at Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and more. Let's start things off with everything that's going on hanging around the WWE title picture right now, and that is of course Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and WWE Champion Big E. So to better understand this story and get a good grasp of it, we have to go back to the number one contenders ladder match from a few weeks ago. It was the Raw premiere. A lot of superstars were coming back to Raw, and they wanted to start off this new era of Raw on the right foot by securing a big win and becoming the number one contender. Seth Rollins ended up winning the match, while Kevin Owens lost it. So Seth Rollins now has that contract in his possession. That's when Kevin Owens came out and made a friendly challenge to Big E. The finish of that match is what started all this tension and drama. Seth Rollins cheap shots Big E during the final moments of the match, and Kevin Owens looked like he was definitely taking advantage of what Seth did to be able to get a win over Big E. Big E called him out after that match, but Owens swore it was nothing like that. Kevin Owens then tried to explain the situation to Big E again, but E wasn't buying it. He didn't trust Kevin Owens. So that brought us to the Seth Rollins vs. Kevin Owens main event, the heel turn for Kevin Owens. After Big E appeared to have delayed Kevin Owens from re-entering the ring and costing him the match via countout, Kevin Owens reached a breaking point and attacked Big E. It was a nice little setup over the last few weeks. Kevin lost the ladder match, lost the Big E match, lost the Seth Rollins match. The entire start to his new run on Raw has been nothing but crushing defeats. So that most likely is what pushed him over the edge here to lose his cool. He probably figured that Big E didn't trust him anyway, so what was there to really lose? So now we get heel Kevin Owens, something that we haven't had in quite some time. Probably a few years since we've seen a heel version of Owens. So the title picture will be Big E and Seth Rollins, but it looks like Kevin Owens is making a strong push to be included into that title picture as well. So we'll see what Kevin Owens' new heel persona will be like and how he'll be interacting with E and Rollins. Speaking of personas here, a lot of people have started to look at Seth Rollins' current character and is wondering how in the world that happened. Seth started to go off the wall after his feud with The Fiend. You can argue that The Fiend's influence probably played a role in the creation of Seth Rollins' Messiah persona. But after Seth Rollins was written off in November 2020, that seemed to be the end of that persona. He returned at Royal Rumble, and quickly over time, with no explanation at all, his character changed again. Now Seth Rollins was wearing crazy suits and fake laughing at the end of every sentence he says, like a sorta Joker character. But the question fans started to have here is, what happened to Seth? Did we miss something? It just feels like this fake laughing Joker persona sorta happened overnight with no explanation given for the big character change. That's a conversation that fans are starting to bring up, because it's a big character change, but it wasn't explained at all. So we'll have to see if fans continue to look into that story, and if we can start to point out exactly where this Joker, Seth Rollins, started to come into play. So let's get into some topics, rumors, and fan theories about the Raw Women's division. Let's start off with what some fans are claiming was an Alexa Bliss teaser. Towards the start of the women's Fatal 5-Way match, the lights in the arena seemed to flicker a bit, and that caused some conversation amongst fans online. Some fans who think it was simply just a production botch. Other fans who think it was done purposely to serve as a warning of Alexa Bliss's return to Raw. And the way the lights situation happened just makes a good argument for both sides. It very well could have been an ordinary issue with the lights, but the fact that it happened during the women's number one contenders match does seem to support the idea that it was Alexa putting the women's division on notice. So for the sake of theories and fun speculation, let's just say it was an Alexa Bliss teaser. There's 5 women here in this match with Becky at ringside. Who does Alexa want? Who is she after? Well, the easy first guess you would probably say is Becky Lynch. She's got the gold. That's what Alexa wants. And that's true, it's a safe guess. But when you look deeper into it, maybe it's not a good idea to put Alexa in a world title match if she's not going to win the title. Last time we saw Alexa Bliss, she was pinned in a title match. You don't want her first match back to be yet another pinfall loss in a title match. If they're going to keep the title on Becky, Alexa shouldn't really enter the feud to lose it. That'll hurt her momentum being fresh off a return. So in that case, who can Alexa Bliss be after? How about Liv Morgan? This is a very popular fan theory and dream tag team for a lot of fans. And for the first time ever, it seems possible here. Remember that Alexa and Liv crossed paths back in July during the Money in the Bank match. Liv was held in the corner with a ladder, while Alexa spider walked up the ladder, completely terrifying Liv Morgan. And that little interaction there could be what a partnership between those two would look like. Maybe Liv is terrified at first, but learns to embrace Alexa Bliss over time, not to mention that the characters do share some issues and similarities. Assuming Liv Morgan loses her title opportunity against Becky Lynch, Liv would be in the same spot Alexa was at. Liv lost her tag team partners, was left alone in WWE, and came up short in a big title match, which is exactly what Alexa has been through over the last few months. Alexa lost The Fiend and Lily, was left alone in WWE, and lost a big title match. So, does Alexa see some of herself in Liv Morgan? Does she see someone that's crushed that she could take advantage of and turn Liv into her new best friend, her new running mate in WWE? Maybe it even mirrors The Fiend and Alexa's story, where Alexa now takes over The Fiend's role and Liv Morgan is basically playing the role of Alexa Bliss. Alexa would use her influence to turn Liv the same way The Fiend turned Alexa. If that gets done and it goes down in that fashion, well now, you have a legitimate tag team in the women's division that fans would be heavily invested in. The women's tag team division has been a mess for a long time now, teetering on basically being non-existent for a while. But the addition of a solid team like Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan will reset that spark and be a solid team to build that division around. In the women's tag team division, good storytelling and even teams with an in-depth background doesn't exist. But with Alexa and Liv, you would have the opportunity to tell a good story and actually have reasoning for these two women teaming up with each other, rather than just randomly paired up like the rest of the teams. Maybe Liv fights it off. She tries to fight Alexa away, but Alexa breaks her over time and turns her over to the dark side. Anything like that would be pretty interesting, and the fans would love these two in a story with each other. It gives Alexa some proper direction. It gives Liv some proper direction. Everyone wins. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments, don't forget to subscribe, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.